Hey everybody, Noah Kellman here, and I am here to teach you everything I know about modern jazz piano, particularly if you like that neo-jazz / neo-soul inspired sound. So last week we talked about the melodic minor modes from the theoretical perspective. What chords do they best go with? How can we use the scales? How can we actually learn to really hear them? Well, guess what? Today we are going to be taking some more steps in that direction. We're going to learn how we can actually ear train around the melodic minor scales, and realistically, you can use some of these techniques for any scale that you're trying to learn. The key element here is that we don't want to just learn the scale visually or in our fingers. We want to truly learn to hear it, recognize the sound as its own individual concept auditorily, right? So today we're gonna work on some exercises for just that. Really quick announcement, Jazz Piano Secrets, my most in-depth by far video course to date, with also an awesome thriving Discord community where you can get feedback and ask questions and just network and hang out with all the other awesome course members. Jazz Piano Secrets is now currently open for an extremely limited amount of time and to a limited amount of new students. So if you're interested in joining, be sure to click the link below the video and get signed up as soon as possible. The link will actually take you to a page where you can learn some more about the course, what you're actually getting, what you're gonna learn, but what I can tell you is that you're gonna have tons of awesome ear training exercises. You're also going to learn all sorts of important theory and information about creating chord progressions, reharmonizing them, how to create non-functional chord progressions, very much coming from that neo-jazz style, and also just tons of stuff about improvisation and just overall how to take modern techniques and actually use them to work on any song. So really by the end of the course, you're not only gonna have information that you learned during the course, but also a great methodology for actually being able to learn any tune or progression going into the future. I actually still use all of the same exact techniques that I teach in the course to work on everything I'm working on today. All right, so if you are new to my channel, please consider clicking the subscribe button and the little bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any more videos just like this one. And of course, I seriously appreciate you smashing the like button to help me move this video up in that trusty YouTube algorithm. A lot of you joke with me all the time about how I don't have enough subscribers, so please help me get some more by hitting that thumbs up button. All right, thanks everybody, and let's dive into some advanced ear training here over the melodic minor modes. All right, so we're gonna start really basic here. The most simple way to do modal ear training is simply to say, I'm gonna play one of a couple different scales and you have to tell me what that scale is. Doesn't matter what root we're starting with, doesn't even matter what key it is. I just want you to tell me which scale it is based on the relationships between the notes. One trick for hearing this stuff is once you hear the very first note of the scale I play, imagine a major scale from there, or even on your instrument, play up a major scale from there and see where the notes align and don't align. See if you can hear that, and based on that, you might be able to figure out what the scale actually is based on which degrees are flatted and sharped, etc. So let's start out here. I'm going to play a scale for you, and I simply want to know which of the melodic minor modes it is. Now to simplify this further, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves with ear training, so we're going to start with just 3 scale possibilities. The first possibility is going to be the C melodic minor scale. In other words, the first mode of melodic minor, which is literally called melodic minor. The second option is going to be Lydian Augmented. So this is the third mode, right? We're playing the C melodic minor scale starting on the third of the scale. And it's exactly the same as a Lydian scale, but it has a sharp 5 instead of a natural 5. Okay? And then the third option is going to be a Lydian Dominant scale. So that's exactly the same as a dominant scale, but it has a sharp 4. So those are the 3 options. Again, I'm going to do these in different keys, and I want you to try to figure out which type of scale each one of these is. Here's number 1. So is this a melodic minor scale? Is this a Lydian dominant scale? Is this a Lydian augmented scale? It's one of those three, right? So again, one thing we can do, here's the root, right? Maybe we can sing up a major scale here. All right, so keep that major scale in your mind, and here's the scale that I played. So what I like to do is actually kind of sing up the major scale. Okay, I'm already getting a clash there. All right, there is a sharp 4 in this scale. All right, already that means it's not going to be a melodic minor scale. It's also got a major scale, a major 3, right? So that worked with the major scale. That definitely not a melodic minor scale. So this is either a Lydian Augmented or a Lydian Dominant. So let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, already I can tell this is a Lydian Dominant because it's got a natural 5, not a sharp 5. Right? If it was Lydian Augmented, we'd have that sharp 5. But we actually have the natural 5. Now another way we could approach this is listen to the very top note. Are we going down a half step? Right? Does that make sense with what I gave you as an exercise? If yes, well then that means it's got a major 7, so it's going to be either a melodic minor scale, if it has a flat 3 in the bottom, or a Lydian Augmented if it's got a major 3, because we've got the major 7. But if you go like this, and it's actually got a flat 7 going down from the top note, then it's going to be a Lydian Dominant scale, because that's actually the only option here that has a flat 7. Awesome, so now that we've got some strategies, let me give you some more of these exercises. All right, did you figure that one out? So the answer is that was Lydian Augmented. And I was actually doing it in B. We got a sharp 4 and a sharp 5, but we got the major 3 and major 7. Awesome, so these are exercises that you can now go and do with a friend or find a great ear training app. There are so many out there that will help you practice this. I'm gonna give you one more of these, and then we're gonna make this a little bit trickier. All right, so that was an F melodic minor scale, flat 3, major 7. Now I actually have recorded ear training segments for every week of the Jazz Piano Secrets course, again, very much like today's video. So if this interests you and you want to really take your ears to the next level, again, be sure to click the link below in the description, check out the info page for Jazz Piano Secrets, and see if it would be worth signing up for you. Again, it's only open for a few days, so this is kind of your window for signing up, and then it'll be several months before I open the doors again. All right, so now I'm going to add one more step here to make this a little bit trickier for you. So now I'm going to actually give you a reference note, and it's going to be a C, middle C. And now you have to tell me not only the mode, but also what key it is, right? So now not just Lydian Dominant, I want to know F Lydian Dominant or A flat Lydian Dominant. So here we go. Here's your C. And here is your exercise. Here is your C. Here's the scale. So the answer there was A flat melodic minor. This was a C, and we went up to here, to A flat melodic minor. So this is actually throwing in a bit of relative pitch, kind of interval training or melodic ear training. So you have to, get that relative pitch in your ear and then be able to hear where we are jumping up to that bottom note of the scale. All right, let's do one more of these. And remember, I'm sticking to those 3 different options: Melodic Minor, Lydian Dominant, or Lydian Augmented. But when you actually do this, you can expand to other options as well. So here we go. Here's your C. And here's the next one. Here's C again. Now, if, for example, hearing from the C down to the root was a little tricky for you, you could also listen for when I play the top note of the chord. So using our relative note here, what is that top note? Okay, so we can figure out it's an E. Awesome. So we know that this is an E scale. Now what is the scale? And we'll figure that out as well. And it's a Lydian Dominant. That is the answer. E, Lydian Dominant. Awesome. So obviously these exercises are to get your ears working and moving, but you should go off and work on some of this stuff on your own. And again, if you want way more exercises where that came from, be sure to click the link in the description to check out Jazz Piano Secrets. Thank you so much again for watching today. I love doing ear training, and I'll certainly have more ear training videos for you all in the future. Now, if a pre-recorded video course is just not your thing and you feel like you need to be held accountable and could really use some actual personalized guidance, I would love to invite you to a totally free one-on-one call where we can just talk about your goals and what might be standing in your way and stopping you from achieving them, and see if working together would actually be a good fit for us. If that interests you, click the link below in the description. It'll ask you to actually fill out a quick form so that I can collect some info about you and just make sure that our call is super, super valuable. There's also a chance that you will be put on a call with one of my coaches, just so you know. I try to take as many calls as I can personally, but oftentimes I don't have time to accept all of them. But if that call goes well and all makes sense, that coach actually will then most likely put you on a call with me as well. So be sure to click the link in the description and book a call. All right, that is all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. As always, really, really appreciate your support. If you do want to just check out some super specialized exercises, you can find those at jazzpianoconcepts.com/store for the full video course, Jazz Piano Secrets, or scheduling a call to see if working together more one-on-one and more personalized would make sense. Those links are in the description of the video. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed the video, please be sure to click subscribe and the little bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any more videos just like this one. And of course, if you got a lot out of this, please hit that like button. Thank you so much, and I will see you very soon with some more lessons.